So I've been getting a lot of DMs and messages lately asking me what my honest opinions and thoughts are on Yukon Striker. And let me just tell you, I rode this thing 7 times on media day, and wow, it is freaking incredible. So let's get into it. Yukon Striker is the world's longest, tallest, and fastest dive coaster, with a max height of 223 feet, top speed of 80 miles per hour, and track length of 3,625 feet. This is the 17th coaster in the park, which now makes Canada's Wonderland tied with Cedar Point for second place for most roller coasters in one park. This coaster is really unique because it has all 4 inversions before the mid-course brake run, which I think is really awesome because of the pacing. It's not like all traditional dive coasters, which have 1 inversion, mid-course, and then it's pretty much done. Let's hop right into the layout. So the ride starts off with these gates opening really nicely, and then you bank 180 degrees out of the station. This turn is actually really fast and a bit whippy in the back row. Then you slowly climb up 223 feet. Then you finally make it to the top, turn right again, and slowly but surely make your way over the edge. Then you go through probably the scariest part of the ride for most people. You hang for the longest 3 seconds of your life directly over the edge, staring face down. You drop 245 feet vertically at 90 degrees. This drop is insane and super forceful, and you literally feel like you're falling forever. It's also really cool that you drop straight underwater right through Vortex's helix. I do really hope they add smoke or some sort of effect in there, but there's no evidence of that as of right now. You come out of that tunnel going straight up into an Immelman. Nothing too special here, it's just a really fun element. You twist out of it, then head into my favorite element as of right now, the 0G roll. This inversion is absolutely crazy. You get ridiculous amount of hang time, and it feels like you're gonna fall straight out of the train. It's probably my favorite inversion I've ever been through as of right now. Then you head into the first 360-degree vertical loop ever on a dive coaster. I think it's a really force melt element and it's a decent fit for the coaster, but they could have gone with something more fitting, like maybe a dive loop. Then you head into the second underground tunnel, which is pretty cool but nothing too special. After that you pop up to the second Immelman, which is really forceful, especially in the back row. And then a little pop of airtime before the MCBR. This brake run is so controversial. I think it's fine. It does not fully stop and it's fairly quick. A lot of people may think it fully stops like Valraven, but it doesn't at all. Don't worry, it slowed down. Then you dive down into the second drop, which is just pure fun. Then the airtime hill gives you so much airtime if you don't get stapled. Now you just turn around into this end helix, which is nothing special at all. I think they should have added a 270-degree roll like on Valraven to end the ride. And finally, you whip into the final brake run, especially if you're in the back row. Next, the restraints. Valraven and Gatekeeper gave the B&M Vest restraints such a bad reputation. These things are absolutely incredible. They are so comfortable because they don't have any clicks like on most restraints. They go wherever you put them. And yes, that does mean more potential stapling, but that also means more potential room to get a ton of airtime and hang time. The only small downside is that they do tighten on you during the ride just a smidge, but you should be getting lots of room on this, so it doesn't really affect me at all. So on this ride, there is 0 pacing issues at all. This ride keeps its speed ridiculously well throughout the entire ride, all the way up to that mid-course. And even after that brake run, the second drop gives it more than enough speed to get all the way through that helix and into the final brake run. So I think overall that this ride is absolutely amazing and was a great fit for the park. The only downside is that the lines are going to be ridiculously long, as in any new coaster. The line on Pass Holder Preview Night I heard was over 4.5 hours, but in the end, I love the layout, love the inversions they chose for the ride, love how smooth it is, love the intensity, love the height, love the speed. It's just an excellent ride all around. So as most of you may know, the B&M dive coaster was one of the most hated coaster models of all time among all coaster enthusiasts. So I really do hope that this coaster changes the standards for B&M dive coasters, and it can only get better from here. So go drop a comment down below so I can see your thoughts on Yukon Striker. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember to have an amazing day.